Hi, my name's Master 101,
Burns.
and that's our Yeti, and we've been spending the last, hour and a half talking about Amphibia, Owl House, and Steven Universe.
A little bit of Gravity Falls.
A little bit of Gravity Falls.
Anyway.
Don't forget your roots when it comes to gay cartoon representation. Korosami all the way.
The United States is the second oldest country in the world when going off the date of the current Constitution.
Oh?
Most countries change their Constitution like every other decade.
Oh, I did not know that. That's fucked up.
It's fucked up that we haven't.
Yeah, it's fucked up hey, I don't know how to, I'm having trouble putting it into words, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Because we refuse to, change, update things with the modern nomenclature and adapt with the times, because, that's, one of humanity's greatest strengths, the ability to adapt and, overcome things.
Only, and not, what's the word, what is the word I'm looking for?
Politics in this country is about, no, we have to remain horrible in all our shapes and forms.
Or how half of our rights are just laws that haven't been taken away yet through, Supreme Court and shit.
Actively being taken away currently.
Yeah. Gay marriage wasn't we didn't make an amendment to the Constitution for gay marriage. We just made it a thing that, a law that can be easily just, fucking overturned, yeah.
Now this sorry, on the topic of laws that can be overturned, did you know that West Virginia was confirmed as a U.S. state by presidential, what do you call it? Where it's the president writes something and then it's considered law.
I think I know what you're talking about. Executive, yes.
West Virginia was confirmed as a state via executive order by Abraham Lincoln during the Civil War. And so at any point in time, any sitting U.S. president
can just be West Virginia.
Virginia is a state.
What the fuck?
Also, another not so fun fact. So ongoing, that for almost 50 years now, there's been a demand for reparations. There's been ongoing lawsuits against the state of Oklahoma and especially the city of Tulsa for the Tulsa massacre.
Oh, shit.
In 1921, where Black Wall Street was eviscerated by literal white terrorists who were given arms and ammunition by the Tulsa government, by the Tulsa town government. Yeah. And they've more or less been kicking the can down the line.
Dragging their feet.
Yeah. And it's a common thing you'll see a lot of conservatives say, just no one alive today deserves reparations. Every year that goes by, less and less people who were alive for the Tulsa massacre are still alive. They're literally kicking the can down so they don't have to do anything. They're basically trying to push it until the final one dies. A lot of shit happens like that.
That's kind of fucked up, because if you think about it, the family should, it doesn't matter if it's, people that were alive during then. There were still people that, still having to deal with, god damn it, fuck it. Hey, game? What the fuck, hang on. Oh, maybe that's the problem. Okay, sorry, I lost my train of thought.
But Houston, Texas is the only city in the United States to have no zoning laws, which means you can build a bar next to to a school or a shooting range next to a gas station.
Interesting.
Balloons are like airplanes in that they need a runway for takeoff. In the case of balloons, they need from 30 yards up to a quarter mile, depending on the wind, for flapping. Their wings are running across the top of the water in order to gain enough speed to take off.
Huh. That's loony.
The day before Hitler's suicide, he opened the case of cyanide pills he'd been ordered and gave one to his dog Blondie to test if it's potent, to test if it would work.
Fuck that man.
Samuel Jackson once held Martin Luther King Jr.'s father hostage during a campus protest.
That's not very cash money.
Yeah, I'll look at it.
Samuel Jackson?
Samuel Jackson.
Like, in almost, like, the man that's in almost every, fuck, I can't remember the name of the director.
So after the killing of Martin Luther King Jr. on April 4th, 1968, a group of Morehouse College students began a protest, including against the school's administration and the ways in which they govern, desegregation and like how students were able to assemble and stuff. One of the administrators was Martin Luther King Sr., father of the slave movement leader. But before King Sr. would end up talking with Jackson, the grieving father would see the student serve as an usher at his son's funeral services.
Huh.
So yeah, Samuel Jackson was an usher for Martin Luther King Jr.
Okay, so, I misheard.
What?
I thought you said that Samuel L. Jackson held Martin Luther King's Jr.
He did.
No, I thought you said he held him hostage.
Martin Luther King Jr.'s father hostage. Yeah, he did.
Wait, I'm so confused.
So, the day after the funeral, so during the funeral, Samuel L. Jackson was one of the ushers for Martin Luther King's body. The day after the funeral, there was a protest at the college where they ran out a bunch of administrators at the school to do demands, the students did, for about desegregation stuff. Martin Luther King Jr.'s father was one of those administrators.
Oh, okay, I get it now. I apologize.
The third-rank attraction in Cornwall on TripAdvisor is the Buddha Tunnel. The Buddha Tunnel is a short plastic tunnel linking a supermarket to a car park. In contrast with most of the other country's surfing spots, historic sites which are further down on the list.
Huh.
Leo Marx, a World War II photographer, discovered that Dutch intelligence was compromised when coded messages came through as zero typos or grammar errors. The grammar Nazis were, in fact, actual Nazis.
Hilarious.
The shape of a Pringles chip, well, crisp, because they're not legally allowed to be considered chips, has a name, and it's called the hyperbolic paraboloid.
What the fuck?
Brian Looper, a Texas politician known for both changing his middle name to Low Tax, was a vote-winning stunt during a Tennessee Senate race and assassinating his opponent.
What the what?
In the election held a month later after he was convicted elected, and in prison he received 1,531 votes.
What the shit?
At its peak in the 1800s, tuberculosis caused 25% of all deaths in Europe.
Huh.
Canadian makeup developer Crayola created the colors of the world crayons, which were meant to accurately reflect human skin tones. He pared down the 40 shades he had created for cover FX to 24 distinct colors that kids can use to draw themselves.
Huh. I used to, when I was younger, when we did, like, self-portrait projects, like, when I was in elementary school, I would use blue for some reason. To, like, color my skin. I don't know why.
It's because you're one of the Avatar people.
I am! How'd you figure it out?
Because I met you.
Damn.
A drop of rain that fell in Lake Superior in 16th we reached the Atlantic Ocean about now.
Actually, sorry, just to pause Random Fact Thursday for Friday for a second. I feel like Avatar would have been a more enjoyable movie if the main character stayed a human and fucked the alien. That's just my opinion. You guys can boo me in the comments.
I know there's like 5 fucking sequels being made, so maybe that's in one of them.
Surprisingly, the Avatar 2 is only coming out in, like, finally got that release trailer, even though it was like, oh, it's coming out in 2015, and it's like, wow, this development hell was long.
There's a population of unisex mole salamanders, which are all female, that steal sperm from 5 different species of other salamanders in the genus and recombine it to produce female hybrid offspring.
You know what?
This method of reproduction is called kleptogenesis.
You know what? Queen shit.
Xin Fushan was the first reported Chinese person to step foot in Britain. Shang cataloged the Chinese collection in the Bodleian Library and showed the librarian how to hold Chinese books and explain their contents.
Huh.
King James II had Shang's portrait painted and hung in his bedchamber.
Ooh.
A group of 100 artists covertly placed props with coded messages on the set of the soap opera Melrose Place over the span of 2 years. Props included bed sheets with unrolled condoms titled safety sheets and paintings depicting locations related to high-profile crimes.
Interesting.
At the height of its power, the Hudson Bay Company claimed 8 million square kilometers of North America as its own, even had its own currency called the Made Beaver, where it valued goods by placing them against the standard of 1 prime beaver butt.
Huh.
Before drummer Neil Peart joined the progressive rock band Rush, he was previously in another rock band called Hush.
That doesn't feel real, what the fuck? Oh.
The famous Saigon photo at the end of the Vietnam was not from the U.S. Embassy, but the roof of an apartment building that housed the senior CIA personnel.
Huh.
The longest frog jump ever recorded is held by one Rosie the Riveter at an average of 7 feet and 16 inches.
Oh, yeah.
No, 7.16.
Interesting.
Allspice and Jamaican allspice aren't a spice blend, but ground up pimentos.
Pimentos? Like, what they put in...
Yep.
What? Ew.
Dry and ground up, that's what allspice is. The creators of Hunter x Hunter and married.
Oh, yeah. Did you not know this?
I learned just now.
Huh. I mean, then again, you're not a weeb, so it makes sense that you don't know it.
Spain shares a land border with Morocco.
Ooh. fancy.
The United Kingdom magic mushroom was purchased in shops until 2005.
You know, I would like to try magic mushrooms one time, but, like, I'm afraid to.
You wash it down with some lean.
No!
Lean. I love lean. I love lean.
Where did this obsession with lean come from? I need to know.
Okay, so lean is a drink.
I know what lean is, you motherfucker. I'm just...
It's made of cough syrup containing codeine, which is usually purple.
Yes.
Jolly Ranchers for sweetness, and then Sprite, ginger ale, or Mountain Dew if you're fucking psychotic.
Okay, I've only heard with, like, Sprite, not, like, Mountain Dew or...
It's Sprite. You can use Sprite, ginger ale, Fanta on occasion, like grape Fanta, and then Mountain Dew apparently is fairly common too.
I need to show you that Doge comic of, like, the lean cup.
This tastes all. This
tastes like shit. Let me wash it down with Sprite and then, like, 2 frames of nothing. And then he's on the fucking floor like, Yamaro!
In 2006, in a Chinese zoo, a panda attacked a drunk man who tried to hug it. The man defended himself by biting the panda back.
Kinky?
The Tartarian conspiracy theory claims that pre-modern architecture, such as the Egyptian pyramids and the Great China, was constructed by a lost empire more technologically advanced than present civilization.
Which is bullshit, actually, because, like...
Yeah.
Like, how do I put, like... You know, okay, so, I've talked about this before, but you know, like, some of these people that do, like, Ancient Aliens, was it, like, a weird, like, history kid when they were younger? Because I've read books explaining how they made the fucking pyramids.
Or it's like, I remember someone was going off about, like, someone's like, well, how did, like, they build, like, all of these monuments and, like stone temples and everything in India without the aid of modern technologies like backhoes or forklifts?
Simple machines, motherfucker.
Were just like simple machines, and they did have backhoes and forklifts. They were called water buffalo and elephants.
Yeah, like, the reason why, what's it called? The reason why they were able to build the pyramids was ramps. And, like, just ramps, my dude. Ramps and manpower.
Ramps and manpower.
And, like, okay, there was one thing that, I do not really appreciate, from, like, some of the books. It said that the people that made the... Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but it said that the people that, like, built the pyramids were slaves, but, like, it's like, but then they went into detail about, like, yeah, they were slaves and then they were paid for, like, their time and stuff, and it's like, that's not slavery, though.
Yeah, it's paid labor.
Yeah, like, what you just explained was paid labor, not slavery.
Yeah. The final fact is that there are official radio adaptations
Of what?
There are official radio adaptations of the Star Wars original trilogy, which were released in 1981, 1983, and 1996, respectively, wherein all of the actors returned to the voice acting.
Interesting. Actually, I have a little random fact regarding Star Wars. So Lego Star Wars, basically spoiled the plot of the third movie when it came out. Because the third movie had not come out yet. Then again, it's a Lego game, how is it really, like, spoiling the plot of, like... Huh? What?
You mean the prequels?
Yeah, the prequels. Sorry, when I said 3, I did not mean... Whenever I talk about, what's it called? Star Wars ever on this channel, I will talk about it in air quote chronological order by plot, not by release date. So 1, 2, and 3 will be referring to the prequels, and then 4, 5, and 6 will be referring to the first set of trilogies. I know that might be stupid, but like that's just how I do it. But yeah, no, the plot for Return of the Sith, or whatever the fuck it was called, the Revenge of the Sith, was the whole plot was in the Lego Star Wars game before the actual movie came out.
I remember especially like when like the fucking the last of the Disney trilogy came out, where it was like Palpatine returned somehow and shit like, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't remember what that movie's called.
I don't remember which one. I know the one that you're talking about, but I choose to forget.
I just remember the wave of me pointing at the prequels and like apologize for what you said.
Apologize to everybody that was a part of the prequels, because holy shit.
It's like perhaps I treated you too harshly. It's like, I'm sorry, prequel trilogy. I was blind.
Well, okay, seeing as we're, I'll do a little, I don't think the prequels are super bad.
The prequels are bad, but they're bad in a fun way.
Yeah.
Like, they are enjoyable to watch. They are a train wreck.
Like,
they are enjoyable.
Did it introduce kind of dumb shit that doesn't make any sense? Probably. Is it weird that they changed the, like, Jedis from being, like, a religion of people that could just do weird shit with their minds to, like, a full band of mercenaries that have like, really weird morals? Yeah, that's a little weird.
Is it weird that, like,
the Force is like
this whole thing kind of happened because they refused to let Jedi fuck? Yeah.
Well, no, okay, here's the thing. That's kind of on Luke, because, so, from my understanding of, like, the Jedi tenets, love hinging on obsession is not allowed, and Luke's...
Anakin?
No, yeah, Anakin. Anakin's love for Padme was love bordering on obsession.
Like, I don't even, like, go into the whole fucking... And Anakin and Padme's dynamic is just weird.
Anakin and Padme's...
like, you met this, like, yeah, you were like,
you met this
16, and you met this kid when he was, like, 6.
Yeah, oh, yeah, you're right, it is a little weird.
And then you start dating when he's, like, 17, 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird thing.
It's very weird.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this has been Random Fact Friday. Remember to schlunk your girl. Fuck. Never. Bye, everyone.